We're going to work at focusing on the truth. God is my strength, vision is his gift. Look at that third line. It says, you will see because it is God's will. You will have this clarity because that's his will. It is his strength, not your own, that gives you power. And it is his gift rather than your own that offers vision to you. It doesn't come through him. And have you ever had that where you've just been kind of going along, had a lot of confusion, and you get up one day and all of a sudden you just have a flash of insight? We've all had, right? You had a flash of insight? And it's like, where did that come from? Where did that awareness come from? And it seems so perfect in that moment. Well, I believe that we're given these flashes of insight constantly. And we're not feeding that insight side of us, and so we don't have it consistently. So it is a process of us recognizing we're entitled to those awarenesses. Why? And why? Because it is God's great pleasure that you be healed. It is God's great pleasure that you feel his strength. It is God's great pleasure that you feel this vision. And why is that? Because there's really nothing else. This is the truth. This awareness is the truth, not the lies that we get caught in. You know, I have a friend who's going through a divorce right now, or perhaps going through a divorce. She has 2 small children. One of them is 6 and one is 4, so they're very little. And she's not happy in her marriage, and she's pretty much thinking there's just no hope in the marriage. The husband doesn't seem to really be crazy about saving the marriage either. Neither of them seem to be that way. But she says, I just don't know what to do. I don't want to put my kids through that sort of experience. And she said one day she was sitting at home, and when they fight, the husband gets really loud. He's a big guy, and he gets really loud, and he pounds on things. He never hits her, but he pounds on things. And she says, I never argue back because I don't want my girls to see this kind of arguing and fighting. So she says, I shut down. And she says, now I'm not happy because I'm just shut down. And she says, I was sitting one Sunday morning with my 4-year-old on my lap watching television. And the 6-year-old was in her room, and I asked her sister, I said, where's your sister? Where's your big sister? And she goes, I know, she's in her room writing. He says, a few minutes later, she came walking out of the room, and she handed her a story that she'd written down. She says, well, it was kind of misspelled, and, couldn't really, she says, but you could sound it out enough to get the idea. She says, there once was a princess who had a beautiful voice that all the kingdom loved. And then one day, she lost her voice. And everyone was sad. But then she got it back, and all the kingdom was happy again. And as this gal read the little story, she said she could so clearly see her daughter saw what she couldn't even see, or what she had felt, but she articulated it so clearly. Children have a way sometimes of moving past the yeah buts and the logic of the world that can't happen. We can't do it. I can't move in this direction. She said, I almost took that, or basically took that as an affirmation that she needed to find her voice again. Whether it's in this marriage or not in this marriage, that she had to find her voice. And I think for us, it's the same thing. We need to move past all the blocks we've built up, as the Course would say, to love's presence, and find that clarity of purpose. Children have a way sometimes of saying, you got to get there. It's as easy as that. You have it, you lose it, you get it back. We go, yeah, but. And yet this is saying to us, God is your strength. To the yeah, buts of the world, you need to say, when it seems impossible to find the clarity in this or the peace in this, we need to say, God is my strength, not you. Because where you sit, it is hard to find your awareness. You don't know. You've gotten so lost in the world, lost in all the details, lost in all the confusion. The yeah buts have taken over. And we need to refocus our attention on the answer, not the distractions, on the truth. God is my strength. God is my strength. The result of that awareness is this clarity, this vision, this help that is there when we need it.